Fantastic Four First Steps official trailer. Not much to say. I did kind of see this in theaters for Thunderbolts. Kind of, not really. It was playing in the theater, so I just put my head down and I try not to look at it much. I heard a lot, but I didn't see much. I'm gonna stop yapping too much or this much. I did watch Thunderbolts. I have this solo pod that I do. I haven't uploaded any videos and I've done 2 episodes, and the first episode was on like Super Bowl Sunday, dead ass. Yeah, I just haven't been really keeping up with that, so hopefully I'll get those episodes out soon. But I thought Thunderbolts was a good movie, great movie. I'll give y'all my breakdown and whatnot on that movie hopefully soon. If not, my bad. But let's get into it.
Wow, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts head up into space and come back forever changed.
This car?
Our city,
Wait.
our planet owe a debt to these intrepid souls. And while we can never repay them, we can certainly celebrate them.
Thank you, Fantastic Four. Thank you.
Thank you, Fantastic Four!
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Herbie, how's that sauce looking? Okay. That is fantastic.
You're late.
What do you mean?
What do you mean, what do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
You late?
I just said that.
Are you pregnant?
What? You're gonna be the best mom in the world. And you are gonna be the best dad. Just kidding. You are out of your depth. We are gonna be the best uncles ever.
We can do this. Nothing is going to change.
Are you the protectors of this world?
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now marked for death.
It's my fault. I stretched the bounds of space. And they hurt.
Are we safe?
I don't know.
There's not enough time.
I'm not giving up. We will face this together. We will fight it together. As a family. Has to be us.
We will protect you.
Absolute cinema. Oh my god, July 25th. I'm excited. And I'd like to point out, we'll rewatch it and I'll give my input. But I would like to point out, I was always on the hype train with Johnny Storm. I never thought he was a bad, or Joseph Quinn. I never thought he was going to be a bad Johnny Storm. They were tweaking. I can't lie. She's a perfect Sue Storm in my eyes. Everyone except for Joseph Quinn, I feel like, are good casting. But I'm not even saying Joseph Quinn is a bad casting. I'm just saying we haven't seen him yet in order for him to be a bad casting. You know, he's not even a bad casting, should I say? I misspoke. He's like a Robert Pattinson Batman casting. You know, where like at first people were like, what the fuck, Robert Pattinson, and then he lock in, and then like, this is the best Batman ever. You know. Now I will say, I saw New Rockstar's breakdown. We watched it together. Matter of fact, he said she walked funny when he was cooking, like this scene right here in the last trailer. She was walking funny, and he was like, you see the way she's kind of waddling, and I was like, bro, that's kind of fucked up saying she was waddling. Maybe it's just she's just a lady, man. Y'all can't be so quick to throw that pregnancy accusation out there, you know. But I was wrong, and she was indeed pregnant. So it's 1-1, honestly. But I like this trailer. I like it a lot. I do remember seeing the first few seconds of it before watching Thunderbolts. I was like, yeah, let me put my head down. I didn't see up until, I want to say like this part, because I don't remember seeing him in clothes. But I ain't gonna lie, Ben Grimm got that shit on, bro. For the time period, like, he got that shit on. Look, this is the type of shit I want to wear, low key.
Wow, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts.
Also, okay, minor end credit scene spoiler for Thunderbolts. Skip to this time, whatever is going to be on the screen, because I don't know yet. At the end of Thunderbolts, they show this rocket. Damn, like, I didn't know what rocket it was because I didn't watch this trailer. So when I watched Thunderbolts, I was like, oh, I bet it's going to be the Fantastic Four. As a post-credit scene, I got it right, obviously, because why wouldn't I? I'm just that guy. No, I'm joking. But it showed this rocket, and everyone was like, it kind of spoils the ending of Fantastic Four. Which, first of all, I think we all knew. I'm gonna say we all knew, because I'm into Marvel. But like when I was in high school, I was like super into Marvel, so I would have kept up with everything. But I just assumed that their world was gonna get destroyed, because how the fuck are they gonna get back over here to this timeline, you know? And also, I wrote a note down here. It's very clear that the Fantastic Four are leaving, since Galactus is already on their planet. Because I feel like that's all. Once Galactus gets there, he don't play. I feel like he's just gonna eat the planet. So I feel like every single time we see Galactus on Earth, that's like at the very end, where he's just, you know that TikTok where the girl like this, like, damn, why are you eating so, like, or some. That's what I think as far as Galactus goes. Oh, they were saying it was spoiled because of this rocket was shown at the very end, but I feel like they're gonna take multiple trips at least. So maybe it's not even spoiled, you know? I understand why people make that assumption, because I also thought that for a quick second. I wouldn't hold it past him if that was the ending, but also, I'm still gonna watch the fucking. So you're telling me just because you know how it ends, you're not gonna watch it? Like, you're like, what was that saying? It's not the destination, it's the journey. So that's all I'm saying, man. I'm still gonna watch it. I'm still gonna enjoy it, dude. I don't care. I don't care.
And come back forever changed.
This car?
I know that's a. I've seen a comic panel like this somewhere. I just don't remember where. Let me just not stop. Let me stop in the video for random bullshit.
Our city, our planet, owe a debt to these intrepid souls.
I gotta stop. Hell yeah. I do wish, now seeing this lineup, I wish the thing was a little bit bigger, bro. Just a teeny bit. Hopefully, when they travel to the multiverse, he like gets stretched out. Pause. But hopefully he gets a little stretched out bigger, you know? I feel like that'll be right.
Okay. That is fantastic.
This scene. Every single time they put, oh, he's on the box. He's on the Wheaties box, as a Red Guardian would say. Anyway.
You're late.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
You late?
Does she have an accent? Yes, we are.
Yes, we are.
You late?
See, is she British?
Dinner.
Yes, we are.
Okay, am I tweaking? Also, there's spaghetti. Why are you eating Lucky Charms, bro? There's spaghetti. Also, this is shirt low-key fire. I feel like we should all have Fantastic Four shirts for the premiere. He's a good casting. I agree. His eyes are very blue though. It's like that Miley Cyrus meme. I'm putting it up right now. I feel like this is a great cast. I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say. Let me just keep going.
Uncles ever.
We can do this. Nothing is going to change.
This is a big ass bathroom. Must be nice. Someone said this could be Galactus. I don't know if I went over that the last trailer I reviewed. I don't know where the fuck they saw Galactus at, but I was like, you know what? Hell yeah.
Are you the protectors of this world?
I am excited for this Silver Surfer though. It already sounds like she has aura, bro.
Yes, we are.
Wait. Ooh, you see here? It makes the A for Avengers. New Avengers. They travel back in time to help them. Let's see what other things they have here. There's a sponsor for their rocket ship. That's it. That I could tell.
Yes, we are.
Bro, he knows it. Yes, Ben, we see the fit. Like, come on now.
Yes, we are.
Your planet is now marked for death.
She's right here. This is Silver Surfer. She just dropped some shit. Let me go back.
Is now marked for death.
Oh, it's a helicopter. Did she? Oh my god, did she go through it?
Your planet is now marked for death.
Fuck yeah.
It's my fault. I stretched.
Dude, this reminds me so much of Chris Evans and the Silver Surfer from the 2004 movie, 2005. This is so peak though. Like, there's no way you can hate on this. If you hate on this, you just don't like fun, bro. Honestly.
It's my fault. I stretched the bounds of space. And they hurt.
Yo, okay. All these people. This is probably at the end of the movie. Everyone's like, "Oh shit, where's the Fantastic Four going?" And they just disappear, and this planet gets eaten. Adidas. Like I said, I feel like he could have been a little bit bigger. Pause. He will look so much like, not cooler because he already looks cool, but you know what I mean? Accurate, I guess. He still looks accurate, but damn.
Are we safe?
What was that one meme? Y'all see it? That's dead ass this. That's Reed. Look, the face you make when a fella's lying. Them two, the face we be making when a fella's lying. There's both of them.
I don't know. There's not enough time.
I'm not.
Also, I saw a theory that said, cause I saw that people were saying she was pregnant. And I was like, damn, I fucked up. But I saw people being like, who's to say this is who's to say this is their first child? You know, what if it's not even Franklin? You know, food for thought.
There's not enough time.
Who's this? Is this a Grinch?
Not enough time.
It's a meteor. I'm stupid again. Also, this has to be Earth though, right? Like, look over here. Like, there's no other way. Like, this is the Earth. They're probably like, damn, let's try, and they're gonna see it explode, and they're like, fuck, let's just make a quick U-turn and leave.
I'm not giving up.
See, bro, I feel like Galactus does. I need to read more comics because I just feel like if Galactus is already this close to your planet, you're fucked. Like, there's no way you're not, you know? Never mind. I was gonna say also, where the fuck is Daredevil? But this is not in their universe. My bad. They're not. Johnny's path is way different than these three. I'm gonna give a prediction right here. She's not pregnant here, so she's probably looking at her child. She's looking at her child here. Because there's no bump here, unless they're hiding it. But also, why the fuck are you hiding it at this point? You already showed us, you know? I think she's looking at her child and seeing his powers. That's what I think. Hell yeah.
We will protect you.
What was that? The face you make when you know the face. The look when a fella is lying, but you listen anyway. Ooh, they're upside down. What a neat little thing to have. I'm a little sleepy. Apologies. This is the first time we've seen his powers, I'm pretty sure. And he has a 4 on the bottom of his shoe. He's building something, obviously. Maybe this is what he's gonna use to he's gonna poke Galactus's foot, like when he steps on a Lego. Is that not his foot? Am I too sleepy? I think I'm delirious. Oh no, I think that is actually. Oh my god, did I point that out first? That is Galactus. Oh my god.
We will protect you.
That theme is so fucking peak, dude. I'm glad people got the end credit scene spoiled in Thunderbolts because they were looking at all the song credits. They saw Fantastic Four, and I was like, dude, I fucking feel bad for y'all. Y'all are very attentive. I did not watch it. I was looking at my phone. And then when I heard the theme, the scene start playing, I turned to my friends like, yeah, this is a Fantastic Four cameo, because there's no other thing they could be promoting. Doomsday just started filming, and I mean Daredevil, but I feel like they're not gonna promote Daredevil. I've never seen a movie promote a show either. Alright though, I broke it down to the best of my abilities. I didn't even break it down really. I just I yapped about because I wasn't like at 2 minutes and 40 seconds you could see you know. I just gave my input on what I thought about the trailer.
In the shot of Ben lifting the Volkswagen Bug, which is a shade of seafoam green that was...
See, this is exactly the comic I was talking about. I just didn't know if it was Superman or Captain America, and I don't want to say it. And I'm glad it was Superman. I'm glad I at least knew.
Very popular in the 60s. Over on the upper right, you can see Scheckerberg's Pawn Shop, a reference to Hiram Scheckerberg, the pawn shop broker on Yancey Street in 2002's Fantastic Four Volume 3, number 56. A businessman, Ben Grimm, had pissed off by throwing rocks at a store. And by the blue Ford truck across the street, we see Stan Lee's Service Center, which could be a nod to Stan Lee, who is also Jewish and shortened his name from Stanley Martin Lieber. Something a little too positive, a little too saccharine about the public affection for the Fantastic Four. But I think that's the point, folks. The plot of this movie is going to take a universally praised group of heroes and suddenly turn everyone in the society against them to make this foursome hated and scorned. These heroes are going to have to face letting everyone in this world, even the kids, even the elderly, even the firefighters, die. Like, Ben may be the hero to these kiddies now, but as soon as Galactus shows up, he's going to be like, fuck them kids. All right, moving on. We get the fun wordplay here that by late, they realize that Sue is late, as in pregnant, and I love how Herbie goes, what? Johnny teases Reed that he's out of his depth, which is a pretty good joke considering this is an astrophysicist who feels guilty for stretching reality too far, because he's right. No knowledge that you've gained from the universe or the multiverse can prepare you for being a parent. Sue being pregnant in this movie was confirmed earlier this month at CinemaCon when a version of this trailer was shown to attendees, and yes, it is a rare bit of validation for me when I predicted back in February that this was the case based on the awkward VFX scrubbed shot of Vanessa Kirby's wobble and the shot that we all saw of Sue flickering in and out of visibility in space where she's posed like she is in labor. Sue and Reed have 2 kids in the comics, Franklin
and I did not believe him. I apologize, Eric
Richards, and then later Valeria Richards. This baby is Franklin. Reed and Sue don't seem to already have a kid here. This is definitely their first. I went into
that we know of. We're gonna watch this video next, unless it doesn't matter.
Now, to be clear, we are in an alternate universe. We're part of a multiverse. We can have a multiverse of Silver Surfers out there. So this is probably not the only Silver Surfer we're ever going to meet in this multiverse. Indeed, when Julia Gardner was announced last year, Lakeith Stanfield posted that he thought he would be playing Silver Surfer before deleting that post, leading many to believe that he might be the Norrin Radd Silver.
I need him to be Silver Surfer. Anybody, I don't give a fuck about any other casting in the Fantastic Four except for that one, bro. Even though everybody else is casting, that's the only one I really cared about. I thought he could make a good Silver Surfer. I still think he could make a good Silver Surfer, should I say? But hold on to hope, man. I feel like he could get that role, especially since he put it out there now. Reed looks fucking petrified, and you know what? I don't blame him either, bruh. Lady, please stop. Don't tell him we the fucking whatchamacallit, the protectors, bro. We nobodies.
So Johnny chases down the Silver Surfer, which is how he initially knee-jerk responds in the comics. When we also saw Chris Evans' Johnny Storm do this in 2007's Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. But Johnny here chases her out of Earth's atmosphere and runs out of oxygen, so his flame runs out because fire needs oxygen to burn. He grabs the board and it responds with a kind of liquid movement, but then Shadowball jerks the board around to shake him off, causing Johnny to fall back down to Earth. And I love how the score at this point in the trailer just shifts to shrill choir streaks, punctuated like choked screams, turning it into the sound of horror. Now, canonically, the Silver Surfer's board is made out of the same silvery material that his skin is. It's indestructible, and if it ever gets damaged, the Surfer can restore it at will. He also doesn't need to be attached to the board. He can kind of control it remotely. The 2007 movie made a big deal out of separating the Silver Surfer from his board, and it explored how touching him or the board caused the Fantastic Four to swap powers with each other. That's not really how it works in the comics, and probably not in this movie. However, I recommend you still watch the 2005 and 2007 movies, or at least the breakdowns we did of them last year, because they do have their moments, especially the second one. A reporter asks, "Are we safe?" And Reed looks pretty grim as he responds, "I don't know." Ben and Johnny's looks, though, are what I'm most interested in. They're hiding something in shame, like they might be expecting that they're about to let all the people on this planet die. Then, maybe one of the craziest shots of the trailer. The Marvel 1 spaceship approaches a planet in the process of being destroyed. We see fiery cracks throughout the crust, massive clouds of dust and smoke billowing out into space. The question we all have is this Earth? Did the Fantastic Four get off of the planet Earth knowing it would be doomed and are now watching their own home planet die? Would Marvel Studios show us that in the trailer? Is this like a dream or a nightmare sequence? Is this a hypothetical demonstration of what could happen to Earth that the Fantastic Four are seeing projected by Galactus' ship Ta-2? Are we seeing what could happen to Earth or several versions of Earth via incursion events as a warning to the Fantastic Four? Or could the Marvel 1 spaceship be looking at a different planet that's not Earth, and they've gone out into the galaxy to see if Galactus is a serious threat? Well, I think this is Earth, whether or not what this spacecraft is facing is real or not. Only so many planets out there have blue oceans and green land masses like this, and I just don't know if the Marvel 1 has explored that many other galaxies and solar systems yet. But by showing us this in the trailer, Marvel Studios at least wants us to go into the movie thinking the alternate Earth of this movie very well could be destroyed. But in the background on the left is an orange sign for, hey, Timely Comics. Timely Comics was a company founded in 1939 in the Golden Age that produced the original run of Captain America that became Atlas Comics in 1951.
I thought the Timely Comics was gonna be a nod to Victor Timely when they were doing the whole Kang thing, you know, before Jonathan Majors.
And then we get our first ever shot of Reed Richards stretching his body in slow motion. He looks pretty great. He kicks off the water tower through the crashing debris, carrying a metal pole or something. Now you can see this more clearly on the official poster that was released, but Reed and I think all the others have little fours on the soles of their boots since they're always flinging above and around people at various angles. Of course, Reed Richards would miss no opportunity for branding. I cannot wait to see this Reed Richards get to know the other Reed Richards from across the multiverse whenever the Council of Reed.
If it happens, she'll be peak. But hey, peep, he ain't
fine. We see Ben smash.
He didn't call this out.
Through concrete pillars, and then we get our first ever shot.
He didn't. This is dead ass. He's dead ass going to Galactus.
Of Reed Richards stretching his body in slow motion. He looks pretty great. He kicks off the water tower through the crashing debris, carrying a metal pole or something. Now you can see.
Yeah. Thank God I caught that.
On the other side of this building is Galactus. Yep, it's kind of hard to tell if that's his head or his leg, but
I thought I cooked by myself. Damn it. You know what though? I'm glad he mentioned it.
Actually, IMAX released a special version of this trailer with many shots in the 190:1 aspect ratio, and in that aspect ratio, you can see both of Galactus's big fat legs. And then we see
now I tooted my own horn too early, and now I feel ashamed.
In the Entertainment Weekly article, Matt Shackman said that they built a human-sized purple armored Galactus suit, suggesting that they were using miniatures for certain shots, asking the question, how do you animate Mount Rushmore? Now, using miniature cities for these shots is really the old-fashioned way to shoot kaijus in cities, like in the classic Godzilla films and in Ultraman and Power Rangers, of course. So, are we looking at a miniature in this shot? Miniature cars, miniature lampposts, traffic cones, street barriers, not animation, but practical miniatures. Like, notice the way those lampposts on the right wobble as Galactus approaches. That definitely looks like this is a practical miniature. Now, I'm sure a lot of the details here, and maybe even the final version of this shot in the movie, might be enhanced with some VFX and
practical. Practical would be super cool for them to use.
CGI debris, but to use practical miniatures at all for any of these Galactus shots would definitely bring a tangible realism that we so rarely see in effects-heavy sequences in the MCU. So that would present this dilemma that was teased in the description we've got for this movie's plot long ago, that things suddenly start to get personal. And what's more personal than the decision between letting Earth be destroyed or giving up your own son? Like, doesn't seem like the Fantastic Four are gonna be like, no freaking way are we gonna give up our baby. But obviously that decision is gonna piss off everyone on this planet, people who once adored them, but that still would be a sacrifice that anyone watching this movie would completely understand. And with Pedro Pascal in The Last of Us, it would make yet another character for him who doomed all of humanity to spare a child. That's why I think Matt Shackman is so gleeful in including the Attack of the Fungi Easter egg in this movie.
Very, very excited for this movie, bro. But I've always been excited for Marvel movies because I've never switched up, bitch. Talking to everybody out there, talking about we're so back, we're so gone, we're so done, it's over, it's Jover. I never thought it was over. Now, I will say this, it was never super up there, you know, like after Endgame, everyone's like been downhill since Endgame. A lot of the shows a lot of the movies have been very good, and people are just overcritical and they overanalyze everything, and if it doesn't meet up to their expectations, they think it's slop. I mean, personally, everyone's like, Thunderbolt's the best movie since Endgame. Y'all say that, but then I bring up Guardians of the Galaxy, and then it's like, oh no, the best movie since Guardians of the Galaxy, and then I bring up some other movie. I still think Black Panther, Wakanda Forever is a good movie. No Way Home is a good movie. Multiverse of Madness isn't the worst movie, but it's a good movie. I don't know why there's a consensus where people think Captain America Brave New World is a bad movie. I think it's a great movie, actually, matter of factly. I don't see what people see when they say it's a bad movie. And I'm being dead ass. I genuinely thought it was a good movie. And I think there's a racial undertone that people don't like that movie. But that's neither here nor there. This is a big ass tangent. But this isn't for me to say like I love Thunderbolts. Matter of fact, it made me appreciate a lot more of the characters. You know, I thought I was gonna go in there and just be like, okay, I fuck with Bucky, you know. I ended up appreciating the characters more that I've seen on screen. You know, Ghost and Ant-Man and the Wasp, and U.S. Agent and Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and you know, Yelena and Red Guardian and Black Widow, and Yelena was also in Hawkeye, the show. I really did like that. I'm very excited for the Fantastic Four First Steps. I'm gonna be honest. Obviously, they're talking about a kid. Obviously, First Steps is gonna be included. If Eric Voss is right about they gotta trade a kid for the universe or their planet peak, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's gonna be a great movie. I'm gonna be seated Thursday. I don't care. I'll be there because genuinely, the Fantastic Four and Spider-Man were the first two like superhero things I've ever watched consistently. I remember I had both of them on a DVD. You know, I'm that old. I used to have DVDs and shit. Let me know what y'all are most excited about watching these trailers. Let me know if you had a favorite part in this video. If y'all got any comments, questions, concerns, anything you want to talk about in the comments, if you want me to go over, let me know. I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope y'all have a great rest of your day. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you on the next video, which hopefully isn't a reaction, because that's all my channel has been recently. And I want to get out of that habit because I bought CapCut Pro and I want to use that for something, you know? Yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Hope y'all have a great day today, whenever y'all watch this, and peace.